Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome to No Condemnation. I'm Chucky.
And I'm J.A.
Man, we in the building today, man. We got a couple things that we need to talk about. Jay, man, we need to we want to go I want to go over a couple things, man. Let's go over let's talk about Coolio. Let's talk about your boy Akademiks, man, and god dang, man. But yeah, let's talk about Coolio. What's going on with Coolio?
Unfortunately, um, rapper Coolio has died. Rapper Coolio has died today,
Condolences to his family.
Wednesday, September 28th. Yeah, and I'd like to send my condolences as well. Most of us know rapper Coolio. If you don't, I'm sure you've heard the song "Gangster's Paradise." That was probably his biggest song. I believe that came out in what, like '95.
Yeah, actually, I think his biggest song was Fantastic Voyage. Gangsta Paradise lasted on the charts longer, but I think Fantastic Voyage charted at two or three on the charts.
But
So
what about the sales numbers?
fantastic. I think it was Fantastic
Oh
Voyage.
wow, that's a
Yeah.
surprise. That's definitely
Yep.
a surprise because I thought no question that
It was
it would
Gangsta's
be
Paradise.
Gangster's Paradise. Yeah. Yeah.
And that was all on the soundtrack of that movie and everything. Yeah, it was a big record, man. And I'll look it up while we're talking to make sure that we giving out accurate information.
Right,
Um,
for sure. Um but yeah, I guess witnesses according to witnesses he was with friends and he excused himself to go to the bathroom and he did not return from the restroom. And so I guess they went to check on him, and when they opened up the door, he was there lying on the floor, unresponsive. So they didn't find anything like drugs or anything within the vicinity. The assumption is maybe it was cardiac arrest. Um,
mhm.
so at this time, there is no conclusive, you know, um, evidence of how what happened, what exactly happened to him. We don't know at this time.
Yeah, and
I'm
this
sure it'll be coming out.
yeah, that's a sad case, man, because um Coolio was um a big figure in hip hop, and the hip hop community, I'm sure, is gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him. You know, um, "Gangsta's Paradise" was probably one of my favorite songs, man. Uh,
Yeah,
um, you know, he did a great job with that. Even though I believe Fantastic Voyage, I was looking it up. It keeps saying Fantastic Voyage, but I don't see the numbers. I want to see the numbers on it. But Fantastic Voyage was a great song in that at the time that Fantastic Voyage came out, it was we was um we was knee deep in gangster rap, or neck deep in gangster rap. And
right,
Fantastic Voyage, you took a person who we would have considered, a hardcore rapper, not necessarily a gangster rapper, but more of a edgier, harder rapper. He did the song Fantastic Voyage, and it was a feel good song. It was come along and ride with me, Fantastic
fantastic
Voyage,
boys. I
ride,
slip and
ride,
slide, right?
ride.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
that I mean it was a feel good song, man. It wasn't, um it wasn't, thugged out. You know what I
right,
mean?
right,
And that was pretty cool when that song hit and to go to the top of the charts like it did, at the time that it did. I think, and I think the hip hop world, I think, Coolio fans, Coolio still was doing shows, man. Rock rocket shows all across the states. I don't know how well he was doing overseas, but all across the states he was rocking shows, man.
right. Yeah, and that's dope. Even if he his catalog had a couple of good bangers, and that's enough to sustain yourself. And I think that was dope. That was real dope. I actually remember Coolio before, uh when he was a member of Dub C
See, yeah, he
in
was
the
with Dub
Mad
C.
Circle. It was Dub
Yeah,
C
the
in the
Mad
Mad Circle,
Circle.
and
Yep.
one of their bigger songs was I'm getting sweaty for my dress code.
Yep.
Yeah. He was a member of Dub C Mad Circle, and back then. Back then, they never hit that big. They had a couple videos or whatever, but then Dub C went on to partner up with Ice Cube and do the West Side Connect thing. So
Ice
that
Cube
was
and Mac 10.
right. That was bigger for him. But back then, the first that I heard of Coolio is when he was with Dub C.
Dub C in the Mad Circle. Yeah. And that's when I first heard of him too, man. And that's why I was saying, he was an edgier rapper, and then when he went solo, he hit him with the Fantastic Voyage and those jams, man. That was pretty cool of him, to even take a chance like that, coming from the background that he came from.
Right. So yeah, we want to, say rest in peace to Coolio. Definitely, a dope hip hop, a dope artist, and I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna call him a pioneer.
Right.
Because he's been around for a while. He's been around, I'm at
He was
least
definitely a pioneer in the 90s movement.
right. So yeah, he's been around for quite a while. So I'm gonna give him that. But speaking on, and I mean, my condolences to his family and everybody who loved him. It's sad to see him go.
Yeah, it is, man.
But
And to shift gears a little bit, man, or not a little bit, a lot of bit. We got to shift gears a little. We got to shift gears a lot of bit right now. Jay.
okay, where we shifting to, bro?
Man, we got to talk. We got to talk about this. I'm gonna be respectful and just call him a ignorant brother.
I thought you were gonna call him a chipmunk or something.
I probably should have.
Yeah.
But this ignorant brother, man, DJ Akademiks, man. I say something about hip hop, and I don't know if we responsible for this or who's responsible, man. There needs to be some hip hop education going on for this newer generation. We the only people that don't hold reverence to our pioneers. We don't hold reverence to the people that got us started, to the point where, you have young rappers like even Lil Yachty was, popping off at the mouth like Tupac music boring. And you have little cracks like that, and I think that when I would let me say it like this. How could you diss Harriet Tubman?
I'm gonna say this. I think sometimes these brothers, man, sisters or whatever, I think sometimes they just chasing clout. I do. I really think sometimes they chasing clout because there is no way that you've made an entire career out of hip hop and you don't know what the hip hop pioneers mean to the culture.
Without them, you wouldn't be.
So what I guess we got to back up a little bit. A couple weeks ago, Akademiks made as part of his show,
ignorant ass Akademiks.
Right. Akademiks said that Dusty, that he said that the hip hop pioneers, that a lot of them are dusty cats, and in the hip hop world, when you call somebody dusty, that basically means not only are they financially struggling, but they're irrelevant. That you're just
Right.
trying to down them and make them to somebody who need to go on about their business and shut up. When you calling somebody dusty, this is never a compliment. It's a terrible thing. First off, you talking about their financial state, that they're struggling, and if our hip hop pioneers are struggling, just say whoever it is he talking about, say they are struggling. If you're in a good position, then you should, out of respect for the people who created the genre that you now feed your family with, then you should
retire, according to Akademiks, just retire his mother on.
Yeah, this the genre that they created, and this is what you got.
The people who was probably your mother's favorite hip hop artist.
Right. So what you do is insult them, because you feel like you probably got more money than they had. But the truth is, they had to deal with some things. They had to learn the game. They had to go through some loopholes. They had to be signed to terrible deals and all that, so that we could learn how to do it the right way.
The question is, I think you was right on it, Jay, is how come his ignorant ass, see, I'm gonna keep it right there because I want to call him something else.
Right.
How come he not reaching back?
Right. Why don't you put some of these dusty pioneers on your show?
Right.
Give them some exposure.
Give them some exposure. Not only give them some exposure, help them create something. See, we can say what we want. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. Right? About somebody who y'all don't want to hear about. Right? R. Kelly. So R. Kelly would take the pioneers or the older generation of R&B artists that had fell off, and he would produce albums for them.
Right.
He would bring them back to life.
Right.
He would renew. We can say what we want. I don't condone none of the bullshit or the bull crap that he did, and I think he deserved every second of that jail time that he getting for what he did.
Right.
I do.
Right.
But what he did of good is still relevant.
Right. There would be no current day Ron Isley, Mr. Biggs.
Right.
There would be no current day Charlie Wilson. There would be, so yeah, that you got to give him credit for reaching back and taking care of those pioneers in the R&B world.
Right. And that's the thing, in the hip hop world, for whatever reason, some of us got a problem with reaching back, and a lot of their music you hear sampled, or you hear referenced, or you hear about it, but ain't nobody doing nothing about it, and that's concerning. That's concerning for me. I heard LL talk about what DJ Akademiks said, and then DJ Akademiks got on another show and was like, I agree with everything that LL Cool J said, but he got off topic. No, what you trying to do, DJ Akademiks, is you trying to spin what you said and try and make it sound better. But what you did was you made a derogatory comment about the people that built your career, that made a genre of music that you eat off of every day. You made a derogatory comment about it, and then you never apologized.
I thought he apologized to LL on there.
To LL.
Right. He never apologized.
LL ain't quote unquote what he said, Dusty.
LL could buy and sell DJ Akademiks.
Right. We talk. He can apologize to LL.
Right.
I'm talking about what about Grandmaster Flash?
Right.
What about Kool Herc, and what about all the people that you know that pioneered this thing, man? The people that suffered so that we can have the genre of music that we call our own.
Right,
You
right,
know
right.
that we don't own it, but we call it ours.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's a
Well, I
whole
mean,
different subject.
yeah, 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 yeah. We That's a whole other topic. But
Oh,
yeah,
but,
I
but
think we do kind of own it. I mean, I'm not saying as a race or whatever, but I think that there's a culture. I think
it's a
hip hop
culture.
is a culture, and if you belong to that culture, I think you part owner.
You part owner, and that's ours. But man, I'm gonna tell you, man, DJ Academics is a clickbait, uh, uh, uh,
Clout
ignorant person.
chasing, right, right, right.
Ignorant person. I,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wanted to call him something else, but it'll be a little bit foul, you know.
right,
But I'm
right,
just
right.
gonna say meow. That's
But look. But he also got in trouble with what's her name uh Lil Wayne's uh
Toya, and Regine.
right. Yeah, Lil Wayne's ex, his daughter's mom, uh checked him about supposedly, I guess he was talking and he used the B word, um, and I guess it was a little too close to being referenced to her daughter Regine.
And it
Um,
and it was,
mhm.
in my opinion, because this is the thing. You don't make a comment about one woman and then lump her in the see this that's the spin, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the spin. His handlers are trying to get him to spin it.
Right,
You know
right,
what I
right.
mean? That's the spin. The
Well,
spin is
I didn't call her B personally. That's
personally.
what he's saying. You know,
Yeah,
I say, you know, well, she's such and such and such and such, and then I say, but these bees be so, you know
right.
what I'm saying? Like yeah,
Nah,
yeah, yeah,
bro, you
yeah,
call her a B, and
yeah.
and that's what you called her. And I like the line of questioning that Charlemagne gave him at one point. He said, "Man, he said, would you allow people to call your mother a B?"
Right.
And then here go this meow, like here he go. Well, if she was a public figure, nigga, you will let your wait, hold on, Jess. I want to go to another. Man, you
Right,
will let
right.
somebody call your mama a B?
Man,
Come
I don't
on.
care. I don't care if my mama was public as they come. My mama could be Janet Jackson, but let me hear somebody calling her a B.
Man, and besides that, that how can you even fix your mind? That just lets you know he ignorant, man. Fix your mind. I'm gonna let somebody call my mama a B if she out in the public, if she a public figure.
Right,
What?
right, right. He
You
so
go,
he
you basically you saying I'll let somebody disrespect my mother because she a public figure.
yeah, he crazy. He crazy for that. And I mean, you know, I get it. As a public figure, a lot of people gonna talk about a person. You're not gonna be able to control what everybody says. But if another public figure comes out and say, I mean, obviously you can't control what John Doe is saying in his basement. But when another public figure comes out on a public platform and refer to somebody as the B word, then
And
that's a
then he
problem.
and then he did it with this young lady. She may be in her 20s.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? She early 20s. You know, like you a 30-year-old supposed to be man.
Right. Nah, man. Yeah, that was that.
You,
That
if
was
you haven't if you haven't grown in your mind, Jay, they say the brain stop developing at around, or not stop developing, but they say that the brain matures.
continues to develop or
Yeah, it
continues to
continues to,
mature.
but at the age at around 25,
Mm-hmm.
it's in full growth.
Mm-hmm.
That's that. But you could, you know, my thing is some of these people not making it there, bro. Because him and that other and another nigga, Ari Spears.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean to call him a nigga, but I'm upset.
You kind of
Right?
do. You kind of do.
Yeah, I do. And let me say that they niggers, not niggas. Okay. I just want to make that clarification, you know. Um, but but even him, man, like some of the stuff that he been spewing out of his mouth, man, lately. Like I'm trying to figure out, man. I think social media, Jay, is ruining. I think it's setting us back as a people.
Yeah,
You know,
I think it's setting us back too. I agree.
yeah, like everybody doing any and everything for clicks.
Yeah.
Like like, and a lot of times those clicks not even monetized, but even to sell yourself out for a click, man, that's crazy. Like you don't sell the essence of you out for a click. You
Right.
know, you don't sell your people out for a click. You know, like I really truly don't understand, you know, how we not getting that simple point, you know. And what we've become for these clicks is clowns, modern day clowns.
Mm-hmm.
We do anything for a click. What would you do for a Klondike bar?
God,
It's the
now it's a
same damn.
click.
Now it's a click.
Now it's a click. I think though, you know what? On a positive note, man, I just seen where Kodak Black. You know I know Kodak Black has done a whole lot of ignorant stuff, but you know what?
I seen
Kodak
them
Black, I'm about to
pay the
flip the
people
script
rent.
on it. Kodak
Yeah,
Black saved 28 people from
28.
eviction. 28 people that were about to be evicted. He paid it off for them. In you know in South Florida where he's from. Um, saved 28 people from eviction. I think that's commendable. I think that
Definitely.
we get on and we dog our celebrities and all of that when they doing something that they shouldn't be doing, but we don't lift them up when they doing the right thing. So I want to
Shout out,
say,
no, shout out to Kodak Black because we got another show where we talked about Kodak Black. You know, he wasn't doing so well when we talked, but this right here is uplifting. 28 people he saved with rent, and he didn't just pay their rent off, right?
mm-hmm,
He paid their rent off and then
mm-hmm,
paid the extra few months on their rent so that they can get a good start going back into it, which is the way that thing's supposed to work. When you help somebody out, you
right,
know, if you help them all the way out, then they
mm-hmm,
good, you know, because they don't have to come back to you again, or they don't, you know, they have an opportunity not to be in that situation again because you
right.
gave them a little leeway. So Kodak Black, man, no matter what we think or say about Kodak Black, that was commendable, bro. And
Yeah,
big
yeah.
salute to
No, I
Kodak
think
Black, man.
big up to the brother. I ain't got nothing bad to say. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's dope. I think that's dope. But you know what? But on that note, bro,
Hmm.
I think it's been real.
It's been raw.
No condemnation.
Peace.
Peace.